be a hectic life on a 24-hour news channel. You have to check the stories and rush them on air, make sure the right pictures are available, and get the guests smoothly in and out of the studio. Actually, that last part should be the easiest. But when BBC News 24 discussed the court battle between Apple computers and the Apple Music label on Monday, who exactly was the expert they brought in?
Also to President Barack Obama. He told me, quote, Obama is a very good man. But I told Obama, quote, you don't understand the Egyptian culture and what would happen if I stepped down right now. He said that there would be chaos, and he said the banned Islamist party, the Muslim Brotherhood, would take over. When I asked him about his supporters against the protest.
Tonight we start with the party of hate. The Republican Party in this country has been running on hate and division for the last 50 years. First, it was a Southern strategy meant to discriminate against African Americans in order to gain white Southern votes. That worked in capturing the South for a generation or more. But they lost the entire African American vote for even longer. That's what happens when you slap someone across the face. Then, once that well started to run dry, they apologized.
There will be another countdown happening, and this one in living rooms across this country. At the stroke of midnight,
There is, after all, a rocket, and it can only take off while standing on its tail. Once upright, the orbiter is carefully mated to its massive external fuel tank. The process is so delicate that it
38 seconds and counting. Coming up on a go for auto sequence start at T-minus 31 seconds.
CLS is go for auto sequence start.
And we have a go for auto sequence start. Discovery's onboard computer. T-minus 15 seconds. The sound suppression water system has been activated.
10. CLS is go for main engine start.
We have a go for main engine start. And we have main engine start. 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Discovery, celebrating its 25th birthday by racking up science and supplies to the space station.
Houston now controlling the midnight ride of Rick.
That last part should be the easiest. But when BBC News 24 discussed the court battle between Apple computers and the Apple Music label on Monday, who exactly was the expert they brought in?
Islam has been so twisted by conservative demagogues here that a peaceful greeting has been misinterpreted as a war cry and then used against Muslims. That a man yesterday walked into a mosque in Queens and urinated all over their prayer rugs while yelling that all Muslims were terrorists. Gee, I wonder where he got that idea.
Let's go to Lakerland. He had to come across the globe to become an NBA player. The Lakers had to come back from Canada to get their first look at Pau Gasol as a teammate.
I feel good. I feel a little exhausted. It's been really 2 crazy days for me, but really excited. Really happy about the opportunity that it presented and to me, and it was
Yeah, I think the spirit is very high. I mean, we are all winners. We want to win every game. It's not that. I think when you go to the pitch and you start when the referee puts the the whistle. Yeah, whistle. Sorry.
To do this to you, but I want to watch it one more time. So it's going to be a lot and one. Here it is. Let's have a look. Let's remind ourselves of the moment.
They get away first time. Powell has got a very good start, so did Dix alongside him, but here comes Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt streaking away from the field. It's going to be gold for Jamaica. That is superb. It's a new world.
The last part of my race is the best part of my race, so after I get to top speed, it's hard to catch me.
Well, I've been preparing in a different way. We've been with no testing for a lot of time, with 4 months testing ban. So we have to prepare more physically and with some different
This was the most difficult, I think, for everybody, and the conditions were very hard because of the heat. You know, the surface was very slippery front and rear tires were sliding a lot all the time. But my bike was pretty fast. Also in the corners, it was quite well. I could keep my rhythm for the whole race, even though I didn't start perfectly this time. But I was